Next is sports with Nick Walters. He's here now, and what's in for the Razorbacks? They're having a lot in the year end.
Well, look, football season did not go how Arkansas hoped, but their basketball teams are turning frowns upside down. Both men and women Hogs have given fans more than the new year to celebrate. Each team only has one loss on the year. Now they enter conference play, both facing Texas A&M this week. You'll hear where the Hogs' heads are at before tip-off versus SEC competition. Also, Arkansas State is in the news and for something bigger than football. Their head coach presented with an award for his courage facing tragedy. Find out more on the other end of the break.
Now, Fox 16 Sports.
Welcome into Fox 16 Sports. I'm Nick Walters. We're closing your decade with one last Razorback update. Both Arkansas basketball teams ring in the new year with wins. Their combined record this season, 23-2. Flipping the calendar to 2020, winter may eventually bring frigid temperatures, but the atmosphere only heats up in Bud Walton. The men roll into the new year on a rhythm. They're fresh off an impressive comeback win over Indiana. A 24-point performance by Isaiah Joe earned SEC Co-Player of the Week honors. The Hogs are even receiving votes for the AP poll. But their attention is now set on their first SEC test, Texas A&M on Saturday.
It feels good to come back 11-1, knowing that people doubted us going to Indiana, but all along we knew what our goal was, and that was to go in there and get the W.
I'm really proud of the effort, and now we just got to get ready for SEC play, and we can't wait to see Bud Walton rocking on Saturday.
The 20th ranked women have also played lights out as of late. The Razorbacks enter the new year off the heels of a blowout win. Beating UT Martin 96-46 last week put an exclamation point on the Hogs' play in 2019. But their next test may be more difficult as the nation's 11th ranked team comes to town. Texas A&M and Arkansas tip off in Fayetteville on Thursday. The Razorbacks are confident that they can start off SEC play with a bang.
From last year, we wanted to work on being consistent all the way through non-conference into conference. So I think that our mentality and our mindset is set and ready for Texas A&M.
I don't think we had the same confidence going into conference last year, and I think that our chemistry is a lot better this year going into conference.
An Arkansas team wasn't on the field for Monday night's Orange Bowl, but one of their bowl-winning coaches was. Arkansas State head coach Blake Anderson was presented with the FWAA Courage Award. Anderson lost his wife Wendy to a 2-year battle with breast cancer in August. Facing tragedy, he returned to the team only to pull off an 8-5 season capped by a Camellia Bowl win. The panel calls him the epitome of courage in the face of unimaginable adversity. Anderson reflects on his second bowl win at A-State and the fight it took to get there.
Just for me, it was just big just to be able to be a part of something that transcends, I think, sport and transcends football. It's kind of hard to really even imagine what it all meant to this point, but as tough as it's been, I think it took every step along the way for us to really come together and get to this point, so I'm proud of the guys.
Now, your Silver Star Nation report, brought to you by Steve Landers Toyota.
The Cowboys are home for the playoffs, but the work gearing up for 2020 has only begun. Coaching staff changes, impending free agents, draft pick plans, and a lot of cap space to possibly make their brightest stars Cowboys for life. Mickey Spagnola has more on the Cowboys entering a new year and a new chapter.
Well, Happy New Year to the Silver Star Nation, and with a new year, the Cowboys already on to a new season, not in the playoffs this year, so we know these things about the Cowboys going into the 2020 season. We know that they will have the 17th pick in the first round. Remember, last year, the Cowboys did not have a first-round pick. They had traded that away mid-season to pick up Amari Cooper. That turned out to be a very good trade. Did not have a first-round pick, so this year they'll draft 17th in the first round, and then they'll rotate with the two other teams and go 19, 18, 17, the other teams that finished 8-8. And we know the Cowboys' opponents for next year also, along with the NFC East opponents that they play yearly. They will play at home the Cardinals, the 49ers, the Steelers, Falcons, and Browns. And on the road, the Cowboys will play the Seahawks, Rams, Vikings, Bengals, and Ravens. Obviously, we don't know the order of the schedule yet. That doesn't come out until April, but we know who the Cowboys will be playing. For the Silver Star Nation, I'm Mickey Spagnola here at the Star. Happy New Year.
So a lot of things to look forward there, Nick.
Yeah, it's not really the news Cowboys wanted. I don't think any fan wants to be talking about the future right now. They want to be in the playoffs. But what's important right now is to get things settled, know who their head coach is. If it's Jason Garrett, sure, but just to have the future set in order to have success down the line.
So that'll be a lot to look for in the coming days here.
Absolutely, it will be.
All right, we'll have more for you coming up right after the break.